Tonight, residents of the Spring Lake Apartments in Columbia are scrambling, they say, to find a new place to live.
Yeah, this all coming on the heels of the Columbia Fire Department deeming every building in the complex unsafe to occupy.
Our Chris English joining us now in studio with more on how residents are planning their next steps. Hey there.
Erica, tonight we met with a Spring Lake tenant who says after 3 years of issues in the complex, she's ready to move on.
I said, well, why is it so hot in here? Like, I felt the heat off the building. I came and I looked and I seen that the building was on fire, and I kind of looked and I was just praying that everybody was okay.
Miss H, a resident at the Spring Lake Apartments, didn't want to show her face on camera as she described the moment she learned the building across from her apartment was on fire. As we've reported, the January 1st fire left 49 people without a place to live and led to an inspection of the remaining units at the complex. The fire marshal deemed all the buildings in the complex unsafe for occupancy and notified residents they have 30 days to find a new place to live. As we asked Miss H about her next steps, a security officer with Spring Lake Apartments interrupted our interview and asked us to turn off our cameras. We then spoke to Miss H by phone about other issues she experienced in the complex, some of which predate the current ownership.
I've been faced with pest control, refrigerator issues, stove issues. I had to leave my home 3 times because of piping issues. I was without heat and AC for 2 years.
Today, in an update to residents, Spring Lake management said that all victims of the fire had been resettled and that inspections will take place across the property this week. The owners say that January's rent must be paid and will be considered when temporary accommodations are arranged for displaced residents. It's a requirement that Miss H is not happy about.
Why would you want me to pay rent and I have to move? People have to start moving. In 30 days, you have to find something, and a lot of people can't afford to pay rent in certain places.
She recommends doing your homework before looking for a new apartment.
Before getting an apartment, just kind of Google that apartment complex, read the reviews, which is something that I didn't do. Look at the crime rate, see what others say about the property.
And tonight we reached out to the ownership at Spring Lake Apartments for specifics on what they are doing to assist residents with that temporary housing, but they declined to respond. Live in studio tonight, Chris English, News 19 WLTX.